Welcome to Film Forever I Love Movies. I'm your host Will. Today we're going to be talking about Close. This is not a spoiler. I'm just talking to you to entice you to go see this movie, because you're missing out if you don't go see this movie. Basically, what Close is about, it's about this bodyguard, like ex-military, whatever, who gets hired to watch this rich girl, young girl. She's like 18, 19, 20 years old. Her father was recently killed or died. I don't know how he died, but before he died, he was in the middle of this multi-billion-dollar deal, like probably a deal with government or something like that. Huge deal. And he also left behind his daughter and his wife, which was his second wife. His previous wife had, she died, and she committed suicide or something like that. So this wasn't this girl's mom. He died. He left his daughter pretty much all his money and like part ownership of his corporation. His wife, his widowed wife, was very surprised about this. She wasn't too happy about that. So yes, upon all this, the daughter has a bodyguard, another bodyguard hired to look out after her, like this one day, and because they were transferring the daughter over to some other place, just to keep her safe, make sure this deal goes through. It's the type of deal where people will murder and kill over her. So upon doing that, who plays the bodyguard is the star of this movie is Noomi Rapace, who does a phenomenal job, by the way. And Noomi Rapace is looking out after this girl, and upon watching her, right when she's almost done, she probably made like $20,000 for like a few hours. They get attacked. People try to kidnap the daughter, and because to try to throw a wedge with this deal, because it was kind of multiple people trying to do this deal, trying to stop other people. There's a lot going on with this deal. Now, the dad who passed away, I don't think there was they didn't say he was into any shady type of business. He was just a really successful businessman. But anyway, so upon doing that, of course, the daughter and the bodyguard is on the run. People shooting at them. They like in the Middle East. I think they were in the Middle East. What part of the movie? I think in Africa too, like South Africa, Morocco, or something like that. But this movie is very similar to Extraction. Not the one with Bruce Willis, but the one with what's his name? Dude who played Thor. What's his name? I thought I wrote down his name. What's his name? Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. So that Extraction, pretty much the same type of layout, So I wouldn't approach this movie when you're about to watch it like, oh, what's going to happen? I don't know. No, you've probably seen this type of movie before. There are a few things you're probably going to miss, though. Just a couple, but so you just have to enjoy it for what it is. The action, the director did the thing, and especially the opening scene with Noomi's character. Man, when she was in she was at war in the Middle East somewhere, she took on pretty much a whole platoon by herself while protecting. She's a protector, she's a protector. So when you see that, just like Thor, I call him Thor, Chris Hemsworth, I don't know his name in that movie, but pretty much like that. But this movie had me engaged, but it had me engaged from that first scene. I rode that wave to the end. There was no downtime at all, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how many of y'all out there have like a 15-20 minute rule with certain movies. If I don't know, I'm gonna turn it off in 15-20 minutes if it ain't good, if it don't spark my interest, if it don't hold me, if it don't do none of the above, I'm done. So I be in certain moods, but I've had that rule for a while. Then I probably extended it to 30 minutes. And sometimes there's some movies out there, I'm going to talk about some. I'm mad at myself. I kept saying I'm going to cut it off, and I watched the whole thing. But I might talk about some of them movies later. But anyway, or probably not. If a lot of people recommend me to do it. But this movie had me captivated, man. and just the action is like, and you don't see a lot of times in the movies, you don't see you know, a lot of women in these roles kicking ass like they do. They start to more. I mean, I think like the first major, well, I ain't gonna say first, y'all go start hitting me with old type of movies, but like the first big popular one like years ago was Salt with Angelina Jolie, which was dope, and then Colombiana with dang girl from Avatar. Y'all help me out. I'm usually pretty good with that. I bet y'all remember probably one of her first movies with Nelly. Snipes. Anyway, but yeah, so it's up there at the action, but she's more like, I don't know, Numi is more believable though in these roles. Now, after watching this movie, right, before I record it right now, I normally don't like to do this at all. Like I went on IMDb just because I don't like to read up and see what they wrote for their synopsis and plot. I just like to like do me, just come straight from the heart and freestyle it. But I start looking at all her work, her resume. Man, I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, that's the girl from Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She's from I seen Jack Ryan on there. I still haven't watched that movie, but I know that was a big movie. She's in Bright with Will Smith. The list goes on and on. She has like over 40 movies. All the movies that she stars in, especially in oh yeah, What Happened to Monday. I gotta finish that one. That one was crazy. It was like 7 girls, all sisters, twins. One chopped their finger off, so they all had to chop their finger off. That was crazy. But sorry if I was a spoiler to somebody. But I am so intrigued to go check out all those movies I haven't seen with her. Because now I'm at the point, when I see her name, I'm just excited to watch it. I know what I'm going to get. Like, I could tell she doesn't just take any movie that's thrown at her. And she makes it her own. Like, it's crazy. Even though the movies, it's not like a lot of happy, but it's like, oh, it's like so serious. The movies I've seen like dark. I don't know, but just interesting. Like I'm usually I love movies like that. That's why I love them so much. I want movies to be longer. Like I think movies should just have like a minimum of 2 hours. But speaking about time on movies, Close. It's another movie. Is like about 1 hour 32 whatever minutes. Great movie. They told the story perfectly. You know, beginning, middle, end. Yeah, you kind of know what he's going to get, but I didn't see the end. I didn't see it the ending the way it did. I'll say that. You know, I don't want to give away too much about that. I don't know if yeah, like I said, yeah, this movie, like I say, it's like Extraction, not the one with Bruce Willis. And check this movie out. I knew there was something else I wanted to mention, but definitely check this movie out. Shout out to Numi Rapace, and any other movies you guys want me to break down. And right now I'm just kind of enticing. If you want me to break down, talk about the movie, let me know. Or a show. I'm gonna start doing shows a little later. You know, right now this is a new channel, just building it up. You know, saying we got the subscribers coming in one by one, getting bigger every day. So I appreciate every last one of you who's, you know, on this journey with me. So much love to that. And once again, like, comment, subscribe. This is Film Forever. I love movies. I'm your host, Will. God bless.